Welcome in, Sneeple. Today is Monday, which means it's Market Monday. And this is going to be a crazy week due to Pro Tour is coming around the corner. It is this week. We just had a battle harden about 2 weeks ago that kind of shaped into what the Pro Tour meta could look like. So we're having people anticipate what that is, picking up the last final cards. I would hope they already bought all the cards this last week if they're trying to attend Pro Tour, unless they want to buy the cards then and there. So let's get straight into this market. First one we're going to be looking at is Remorseless. It's Crucible of War, first edition. It's gone up 5.56%, all the way up to about $38, going around from $36. And why this might be upticking is this is a Ranger staple. If you're Lexi, if you're Azalea, you need this. We also see Breeze Rider boots from Crucible of War, first edition, all the way up to $22.50. It was around $21. Yeah, it's only 5.8%, but that's still seeing this card has an uptick. We also see Art of War on the rise from Arcane Rising, around $51.50. It was around $48. This is about a 7% increase. Red in the Ledger is also making a move from Arcane Rising, going up to around $14 a card on average, was around $13. This is a 7% increase. Yet again, this card is an Azalea specialization. It's a Ranger staple. If you're playing Azalea, which I would imagine this coming Pro Tour, and people getting ready for Road to Nationals, there's going to be Azalea fans, and they're going to want to stock up on this card because this is a must-have in Azalea, one of their most powerful arrows. We see Perch Grapplers going up, Crucible of War, first edition, around 11.8%. That's like 12%. Going up all the way to around $29, coming from $26. We see Sigil of Sol's Red from Welcome North, first edition, moving up around 13.64%, all the way up to about $25 a card. And I'm just going to say it, this isn't red, it's pink strip. And those are the prettiest cards you can be playing. We also see Steel Blade Supremacy going up from the first edition, around 16%, all the way up to around $53 a card. It was around $45. Yet again, a gorgeous pink strip card on the move. These cards are in hot demand. If you're playing any of these, you want to be the one representing the pink strip because that's like one of the coolest things ever. Now let's get into the rainbow foil area. Sonata Arcanix is on the rise from Monarch first edition. This is foil, of course, going from $26 up to $29. That's around 10% increase, more like 9.43% if I'm doing math. People are most likely buying these Sonatas in anticipation for the upcoming set. Remorseless back on our page. This is going to be the first edition. Rainbow foil jumping up around 16%, all the way from $75 up to $87. We then have Demolition Crew Red, more like pink because it's a Welcome to Race first edition, jumping from $40 all the way up to $50, earn a 25% increase. This card doesn't mean too much because it's still pretty cheap, but it's still a price increase. Rousing Aether Yellow, coming from first edition Crew, it was around $2.50, now up to $4.67. That's an 87% increase. This next one, I don't think it's gonna last. This is just some Fugazi, in my opinion. Lumen Ascension Monarch first edition foil. This is not the extended art. What happened here, I would imagine someone most likely bought out all the cheap first edition foils because they were pretty cheap, around $2, $3, $4, and now there's just none left on the market. So you had a couple of people throwing some on the market at a high price to try to hopefully have someone buy that. But this should pan out to probably around $6 to $10 a card once cards are back on the market. Now we have Terra Limb from Limb Monarch first edition. This one up by 461%. Yet again, another crazy card that's just, a lot of them got purchased. This was around $4.41, all the way up to $25 now. I'll be honest, minus someone just wanting to have a position in these cards, I don't know why this, just the rainbow foil, would go up by like it did. I would imagine someone's building a position in this card. I do have some other cards I want to go over. One of them being I have Ophidia. This last week, it went up from around $450 all the way up to the last sold being $540. There are some on the market for $600. The next one that's on the move is Command and Conquer. Yet again, a card coming from Arcane Rise. This card's looking to be around $110 a card now. This last week, it was selling for around $90 a card. And as you can tell, people need this card. They've been wanting this card. They've been buying this card. So it's on its way to around $110. The last sold was $100. So it's on the move. Another one from Arcane Rising that is just chugging away is 3 of a Kind. They're selling for around $10 now, where last week we were able to pick them up for around $6. and I don't think they're going to last at $10 that much longer because they just keep going up. This card is a Ranger staple that is unbelievably strong and playable. Another one that we saw a spike, but yet we haven't seen any sold for, is Mark of the Beast Extended Art. These sell for $40 a card, but recently someone bought a good handful of them. Give it, there wasn't a lot on the market, but now we see one listed for $65, $69, $94. So this card is on the move. We'll see if it sticks though, and see if people start buying at that price point, or if that's just going to be the placeholder until more hit the market or people undercut one another. Corsham Crossroads of Elements is also on the move a little bit, not by a crazy amount, but this was selling for about $110 a card, now up to $130 a card. That's for the rainbow foil. Another card that's on the move that is yet again another Ranger card is Battering Bolt from Everfest. This was sitting around the $8 to $9 mark and now is going for around $14. Another card that I can see is Miraging Metamorph is making its move. There have been a lot of purchases of this card this last week, and there's a few left on the market. So that card might be one of the next ones to shoot up. Alright, as we know, Crown of Providence has always been an expensive card, and it always continues to get more expensive during pro play season. This last week, the rainbow foils were going for around $230, $240, in that ballpark. Now there's only a couple left at $250, and then they're up to $300 for the rainbow foil. Cold foils are pushing $400 to $500. Last week, those cold foils were selling for about $350. We'll have to see if that cold foil price sticks and see what the next price point that might hit. Codex Frailty is another one that is moving. It was sitting around $40 this last week, and now it's making its way up to around $45. There's only a few left on the market. That just shows how in demand this card is. It's just come out, and people need this card for all this high-level play. This card will hopefully get some more on the market soon to balance it out, but it's sitting around $45. Always want to keep an eye on. People are excited for Ranger. They're excited that these cards and decks are doing well, so they're buying their playsets so they can take them to high-level events. If that's not this upcoming Pro Tour / Calling / Battle Harden that's going down, it could be for this upcoming Road to Nationals. Ranger is making the market move at this moment. This upcoming Pro Tour week might be one of the most pivotal defining weeks due to whichever deck does the best and what the meta turns out to be. That's going to help shape this upcoming Road to National season, which is only a month and some change away, and there's going to be a lot of players out there trying to compete so they can qualify for Nationals. So however this Pro Tour 3 goes about, how the calling goes about, what the meta shapes up to be, people in this upcoming Road to Nationals will probably want to be buying cards for those decks so they can play the S tier, the best deck in the format. So we're going to have to see what happens with the Pro Tour and calling this week to see where the market's going to go next. Thank you so much for watching Market Monday. I will keep you guys informed as I am informed. Worst comes to worst, I can make a couple shorts here and there throughout the middle of the week if something crazy goes down unexpectedly. Don't forget to like, subscribe, do all that jazz, and I'll for sure see you next Monday.